quickly change because I just spilled coffee onto my white top. Of course that happened. But anyway, Happy New Year! Oh my god, guys! It's crazy. What a year it has been. By the way, this is my newly favorite cup and also carafe. They are from Ikosa Brew House, if I'm not mistaken. They gave it to me, but this is quickly becoming my new favorite cup. They're doing something with the shape of the cup that when you swirl it, it creates this bubble inside that will enhance the aroma of the coffee and simultaneously increasing the flavor as well. If you do love getting single origin beans for your pour over filter, you're paying quite a premium price for the beans already, so might as well enjoy the heck out of it. And this thing actually does enhance the flavor. I'm not getting paid to say this, but yeah, check this out. Anyway, today we are gonna do something different. Yes, I'm a vision board and goal settings kind of girly, but this is not going to be the same as the ones that I've been doing in the past few years. I've been doing this all wrong. I would set the goals really high, borderline delusional, and then after doing that, I'm not even following up to the goals or to the vision board. I just left it at that, and I would wonder at the end of the year, what happened? I know, that sounds really stupid. And if you feel like
girl same,
then this video is for you. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Laura. I am 35-year-old Indonesian living in Melbourne, Australia. On this channel, I mainly share about my lives, particularly vlogs. But what's really exciting for this channel on this year is my low-key series 40 before 40. So basically before I turn 40, I am going to reach 40 goals. And this channel is gonna be my diary. So the progress, what I've learned, I'm gonna share it all to you guys. So if you feel like you want to follow along, just hit the subscribe button. If not, it's okay too. Alright, now that we got it out of the way, I want to talk a little bit about last year. If I can be truly honest with you, last year it feels like I'm just going through the motions. I was not 100% here. I felt so lost and confused in which direction that I want to take my life into, even though I already have all this grand plan for my life, but there was just one puzzle piece that I just couldn't find, and it didn't really hit me until the month of December. So throughout the whole year, I just trying to keep up with whatever plan that I already had in mind on that year. I made videos every day, upload every week, trying to make money, grow my social media platform. But every other month, I would feel drained, I would feel stuck, and I would just like, why am I doing this all for? I kid you not, this question always pops up in my head every now and then, and I just couldn't figure out why. But I also couldn't take a step back and think through it, because if you guys have been following me for a while, this is my second channel that I just started posting on this year, and I tried to grow this channel by doing 35 before 35, which I made a vlog every single day before I turned 35, and that took the life out of me. Seriously, I literally couldn't do anything other than record and edit every single day. And even though the challenge stopped on my birthday, which is on the 16th of August, only until November that I could upload all of the videos. So that just drains me a lot. There were definitely moments where I was like, oh my god, should I just give up? But whenever I wanted to give up, there's always this saying that goes in my head, you don't get this far just to get this far. And there's this really good illustration that's always in my head whenever I was about to give up on something. The image shows you this man who are trying to mine gold, and you could see that he has been digging and digging but could not find any gold. In the end, he decided to give up, but what he did not know is that he's actually one dig away before he gets to the whole gold that he has been wanting to get. So yeah, that's just planted in my head, and I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna give up right now. So on December, I decided that I'm gonna stop everything, sit down and really dig deep and think through my life, what I want to do, why I want to do it. And it has been life-changing. I'm not kidding you. I haven't been there, by the way. I am still a person who never achieved all of their goals that they put on their vision board. I'm actually starting from zero, and I'm sharing this with you guys so that I can have an accountability buddy. And if you guys think that you're in the same boat as me, if you feel like you're constantly behind in life, stuck in the same place all the time, or struggling to stay accountable, then let's do it together, okay? This year, we're making it happen. We're gonna get out of the rut, focus on growing, growing, we're gonna achieve our goals, and we're gonna be the best version of ourselves this year. Mark my words. We got this. So in 2025, I'm approaching this year with a completely different mindset. I'm gonna set systems. I have been watching countless videos about setting goals, making vision board, and what if the best way to approach them so that you can actually achieve your goals. And today, I'm gonna share with you everything that I learned from all of these videos, and hopefully you can achieve yours too. That was a long intro. If you haven't eaten yet, stop this video, go grab a snack, go grab your favorite drink, get your notebook, get your iPad, your laptop, whatever works for you. But you need to write this all down. I don't want you to just watch this video and then think, I'll watch it again next time. No, we're taking action right now. Alright, now that we are on the same page, I want to start by reflecting on 2024. I know, this might be dragging, but I promise you this is the worst part of the things that we're gonna do. Everything else from here is gonna be going upwards, okay? But we need to do this because we have to learn from our experience and also to be aware where we are at right now. Because we're not setting delusional goals anymore, we're gonna reflect, see where we are, and we're gonna go from there. Now in here I have 5 questions that I want you to answer, and when you answer these questions I want you to be honest with yourself, give yourself some grace, and pat yourself in the back. Say good job. No matter how little you might think the wins that you had last year, it's still a part of your journey, it's still a part of your progress. Even just to be alive and be here and healthy right now, it's already such a blessing, and I'm grateful for that. After you finished answering those questions, I want you to look at this Wheel of Life by Paul J. Mayer. Please do screenshot this, and these are the common aspects of life that most people would have, but you feel like it doesn't really apply to you and you want to change it to something else, you can do so. Or if you want to delete it from the wheel, that's okay too. But what I really wanted you to do in here is I want you to rate from 1 to 10 how satisfied you are with these aspects of life in 2024. And then after that, I want you to look at it again and rate from 1 to 10 how satisfied you want to be in 2025. So for example, my finance aspects in 2024, I would rate it at 1. And in 2025, I wanted to go at least to the 5th level. Once you've rated each area, I want you to look at which aspects of life that has the biggest gap. And I want you to ask yourself, are these 3 are the ones that I want to really focus on in 2025? And if yes, that's it. Those 3 are our priorities this year. Mine is definitely the finance, career, also community. So basically, I'm gonna really focus on work this year. Okay, we are done with the past, and now let's start setting our goals. Let's make this more fun and let's daydream a little bit. Imagine how different your life could look if you gave yourself permission to truly go for it. Imagine yourself as the main character in a TV show. And if you could rewrite your story, what would the next chapter say? What does this character look like? How do they dress and how do they carry themselves? What do they do for a living? How much do they earn? What brings them joy? How their relationships looks like, whether it's with their family, with their friends, or with their loved ones, and what kind of fun experience that they are experiencing this year. Think of 1 word or 2 that will be our overarching theme for the year, and we're gonna stick by it. Be very specific, but also be realistic. I want this character to still be you, but if you could level up this character within this year, how is it gonna look like? Now, after visualizing that, I want you to write down 6 categories of your life, including the 3 that we're gonna prioritize this year into our game plan. I want you to write 1 main goal for each categories. If you're new to this, I think it's better to just write 1. But if you feel like I wanna advance this year, you can write 2 or 3 main goals. However you see fit within the situation in your life right now. And before you're writing those goals down, just giving you a little reminder, don't be delusional this time. We need to set SMART goals. What is SMART goals? It's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Write this as a checklist next to your goal, and I want you to run your goals through it. So for example, my character's body is gonna be very sexy. Let's run that through the checklist. Is it specific? Sexy body. What is sexy body? It's not specific. Do it again. Okay, my character is gonna lose 4 kilos, have 11 lines on the side of the abs, and a round butt. Now that is specific. I just had a really late lunch and now the sun is going down, but we're gonna get there. Okay, now that we have a specific goal, let's run it through the other letters. Is it measurable? I think it is measurable. We can measure our weight from the scale, measure the abs and the butt from the progress photo. Next, is it attainable? If you have the time from January to December, it is definitely attainable. Even if we never exercised before, we can start by spending a few minutes in the day just to stretch or have a little exercise. That is really attainable. And right now we have all the source in the world from YouTube. We can just look at a video and start exercising. Very attainable. Tick. Is it realistic? Again, if the timeline is 1 year, it is very realistic. But I think it also depends on where you are right now in terms of health and fitness. If you're currently slim, realistic. If you're currently average, realistic. Even if you're slightly overweight, I think it is still realistic. But if you are really overweight, maybe what you want to focus on is to lose the weight first. And lastly, what's the time bound? Again, if you want to start in January and end it in December, it makes it really attainable. But if health and fitness is not on your top 3 priorities this year, then maybe you don't want to start in January. Maybe you want to start in the middle of the year. Now, if you set in the middle of the year, you want to rethink about it again. Is it attainable? Is it realistic? So I really want you to run through all of your goals within this SMART checklist, okay? Think through it. Don't rush yourself, take your time. It is worth it to really take the time with this. Also, when writing goals, it is okay to start small. As long as you're not stuck in the same place or going backwards, small steps are still steps forward. Don't overthink it, okay? Alright, once you have all of your goals aligned, this is where it gets fun and exciting, at least for me. Let's go on Pinterest and find all of the images that will help you visualize what you want to achieve. Pick 1 to 3 photos that represents the goals that you want to achieve. And when you're picking these photos, I want to take the feelings into account as well. For example, if you say, I want to earn $10,000 more this year on my side gig, you might be trying to look for a photo of someone holding a stack of money. I have it in here as well. But what I learned is what kind of feelings that I will get if I have $10,000 extra in my bank account within this year from my side gig. I would have the freedom to travel more or to spend more times with my friends, to have more freedom to visit my families in Indonesia. So yeah, I feel like including the feelings of what you want to achieve can help you visualize more. Also, on top of getting images, I want you to put some wordings, powerful mantras. In my mood board, I have this writing that says, I get paid extremely well for what I do. Be the standard that you seek. Do not overthink it, and it is my year. Structure your board so that whenever you're looking at it, you can get all the feelings. You can visualize straight away where you're gonna be at the end of the year. You can be as minimalistic, as creative as possible. You can play with colors, whatever that makes you happy, whatever that ignites your sparks, okay? This is your intention for the year, so you want to make that count. Now that we have our board, usually I would stop right here. That was me every single year. I would make my board dilly-dally, haha hee picking photos and pictures, oh cute ones, $1 million on my bank account, 5 million views on my YouTube videos, drive a Mercedes-Benz, fly in a first class. Wow. And after that, that's it. See you next year. But no, we're not doing that again, okay? Now that we learned the Lulu is not the Solulu, we're gonna create system. This part is actually can be really overwhelming, but once you get there, you're gonna see the path is so clear. Everything is actually achievable. You just need a system. We're locking in. We are going to start to live as our main character. I'm gonna use the previous example of to lose 4 kilos, the 11 abs, and also a round butt. What we're gonna do is we're gonna break all of them down from quarterly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals down to the daily task. Let's think. If we can divide this goal into 4 steps, what are those? For this goal, maybe in quarter 1, I want to start small habits, easy ones. I think I remember someone says it takes 21 days to form a new habit. So I feel like in the first quarter, we can totally form at least 3 small habits within this region. Maybe on the second quarter, we can stack on more advanced habit. On the third quarter, maybe we can sign up into a gym or subscribe subscribing into classes, whichever one that works for us, we can take that into the next level on the third quarter. And on the last quarter, maybe we can hire a personal trainer or nutritionist to make sure that we have the best nutrition for our body. Sounds great, right? For this exercise, I think it will be easier if you're breaking down all of your yearly goals into quarterly first. But I want this quarterly goals to be very solid. That will definitely get you to the end goal. And then after you're sure with these quarterly goals, we can move into the monthly, weekly, and daily task. But let's just focus on the first quarter first, because I know that things can change and we have to be very adaptable. So I don't want you to stress too much about anything beyond quarter one. The most important thing is that you actually have the roadmap to look forward to. Okay, I want to check in with everyone. How is everyone doing? Are we overwhelmed yet? But stay with me. I promise you, we are almost at the end. Now that we have all the roadmap to each goal, as I said before, we are going to focus only on the first quarter of the year. Now for each goal, I want you to identify what are the monthly goals for this, what are the weekly goals that can support the monthly goals, and last but not least, what are the daily tasks that will help you to get through the weekly goals. Personally, I am prioritizing my first quarter for the 3 goals that I am prioritizing this year, because if I put all 6 goals at the start of the year all together, definitely gonna be overwhelmed. After I feel like I can get a hold of them, I can start looking into the rest of the 3 goals that I have on the different aspects of my life. But you do what's best for you, and yeah, let's continue. After you define the monthly goals, weekly goals, and the daily tasks, I want you to pick one new habit that can help you to reach the goal of your first quarter. Think about the 80-20 rule, which is the 20% of the effort that can get you to the 80% of the result. For me, because my top 3 priorities are mostly work, my one new habit that can get me there is definitely to wake up earlier. That's what I'm gonna do for the first quarter of the year. For you, it could be looking like walking 1,000 steps a day, or maybe calling your parents every week, or it could also be savings 20% of your income. You know, it could be anything. But yeah, you want to look at the bigger picture, see what kind of habit that fits into the goals that you want to achieve. And when picking daily tasks, I want you to put them into your calendar. Make sure that every day you are actually doing those tasks. Make sure you're tracking everything as well so that you can measure your progress. Also, you want to always set yourself up for success. For example, for me, every Monday morning, I want to dedicate 1 hour of my time just to plan the week ahead. I'm gonna review last week's progress, what have I done and what needs to be done that I didn't do last week that I'm gonna do this week. Also review what are this month's goals, and always try to look into that direction, because you know, sometimes we can get distracted and then all of a sudden we have all of these things that we wanted to do that is completely irrelevant of the one thing that we want to go. So yeah, make sure we don't get distracted and always review what is this month's goal and stick to it. And last but not least, we also need a troubleshooting system. For example, I should have gone to the gym today. I actually don't have the time. Maybe the solution would be, okay, I'm gonna watch a Pilates video on YouTube and just do 30 minutes at home workout. That way, we're not losing all the progress, but we can still maintain it. I don't want you to overcrowd your task within one day. Pick 1 to 3 tasks and say which tasks that will make me so proud if I can get done today. I feel like doing the 80-20 rule is really important to actually do what matters the most. Don't spend too much time doing something that has very little impact. I've learned that the hard way. So yeah, whenever you're putting tasks into the day, make sure you're like, okay, is doing this will get me the 80% of the result? If not, maybe we can switch to different tasks. Work smarter, not harder. Hopefully this is not too much for you to take it all in one day, but I'm really happy and proud that I finally can get this out of my chest. I'm honestly so excited for this year that I want you guys to be a part of this journey too. This is not gonna be easy. Even if I already take the whole month off to plan it all out. There are gonna be obstacles, there are gonna be hiccups, there are gonna be stresses, but it's okay. That is exactly why I am treating this as an experiment, and it is also very scary for me telling everyone that I have 40 goals that I want to achieve before I turn 40. In a way, I have to take myself accountable now, and I hope that I don't set myself up for failure. But I'm sharing this journey with you because I know how lonely it can feel when you're trying to rebuild your life. But it's okay. We are gonna get there, and we're gonna get there together. Lastly, the more you work on your goal, the more doors that are gonna be open for you. You just need to prepare your surroundings and your situation to receive the blessings. I sound really pathetic right now. I don't care. I believe in that. And yeah, nothing is impossible. If you want it, you can have it. If there is a will, there is a way. If you really wanted to, you would. Every small step you take brings you closer to where you want to be. Let me know what's your biggest goal this year in the comments below if you got to this point. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you stay tuned for the next week video. I'm gonna try to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning every single day for a week, and I'll show you what I found. It's gonna be fun. I hope this video is helpful for you. Hope you've been having a lovely holiday, and I'll see you guys next week. Oh my god, I've been recording since 2 p.m. and now it's 9. 7 hours of recording. Holy shit. Now let's go to editing. What?